What's up, everybody, and welcome to what is today? Friday, December the 23rd edition of The Squeeze. I am your host, Tyler Conium. No video yesterday. It's a little bit sporadic right now just with Christmas. It's the holidays. There's a lot going on. There's shopping. We've got a 9.5-month-old daughter that we need to take to see Christmas lights and do all that sort of thing. So no video yesterday. My last video, I talked about what my plans are for the new year. There's definitely going to be some more consistency coming into the new year. Trying to get daily videos 6 days a week, every day except for Monday, a Sunday live show, which I'm very excited about. So a lot coming in the new year. Really going to be putting a lot of focus on this, which I'm excited about. If you did follow the last video on Wednesday, you went 3-0. I'm still sort of trying to figure out how... I do 3 picks here every time I do a video, and I do post props and other games on my Twitter, and then I usually combine the records because I assume you follow me there. You follow me here, and sort of that sort of thing. So it's a little bit complicated, but I might want to have sort of a different record breakdown where we talk about the picks here specifically, because I do the most research for these 3 picks. Obviously, I spend quite a bit of time coming up with these 3 picks. The ones I put on Twitter are either recommendations from other people or more what I feel, or I've done some research, but it might be valuable to have them a little bit separated. So you really follow these ones, or you want to follow just the Twitter ones. I don't know, but we went 3-0 on those ones for the week. Between this video and the Twitter combined, we are 7-6, and we're up 1.57 units going into an awesome weekend of sports. We've got NFL on Saturday. We've got NFL and NBA on Christmas Day. It's going to be really, really fun. So 3 picks for you today, of course. We're going to start in the NBA, and we're going to start with the Toronto Raptors visiting the Cleveland Cavaliers. So this game is bizarrely low for a total. It's set at 214.5. By far the lowest total of the day on the NBA slate, and it's -110 to the over and to the under, so it's basically a coin flip. The Toronto Raptors are 17-15 to the over this season. The Cleveland Cavaliers are 14-19 to the over. So they've been playing a lot of under basketball this season. They're a very good defensive team. But what makes me curious is the injuries. So Evan Mobley is questionable for today with a knee injury. Stevens is questionable with a knee injury. And on the flip side, the Raptors, Trent is questionable and Birch is questionable. But I still think, based on the way the Raptors played against the New York Knicks, that this game is going to go over. Pascal Siakam had 52 points. He played exceptionally well. That game went over by 9 points. It was a 113-106 final. And then when you look at the trends lately, over is 4-1 in Cleveland's last 5 games following a win. The over is 4-1 in their last 5 games playing on 1 day's rest. And over is 5-1 the last 6 times these two teams have met in Cleveland. Raptors have gone over 4 of their last 5 games as well. So it's trending more towards offense. If Mobley misses time or doesn't play tonight, there's a bigger hole in the middle where the Raptors should be able to score. Again, Siakam's coming off 52 points. It's rare that a guy is going to score 52 and then, score 15 in the next game. So I think he's going to have a big night. Fred VanVleet's averaging over 20 points in his last few games. Scotty Barnes, not really sure what's going on there, but it is trending in the right direction offensively. So I do think this game is going to go, 214, we're looking at a 110-108 game, and it goes over. So 214.5 is absurdly low. That's -110 at Bet365. I like that game to go over the total. Now we're going to go to Oklahoma City, where the Pelicans are visiting the Thunder. And you might say, well, you've bet on New Orleans the last 3 times. You're probably going to bet on them today. I am not. I like the Oklahoma City Thunder, but I only like them for the first half of this game, okay? So, New Orleans is coming off a game last night. They beat San Antonio 126-117. They will be without Zion Williamson. He's in health and safety protocols, presumably COVID. So Larry Nance Jr. is questionable. Zion is out. Ingram is still out. So they are facing some injuries. Oklahoma City is actually favored in this game. I don't know if they can necessarily sustain it, even though they've got Alexander, who's a great closer in the fourth quarter. I'd rather just take sort of the fresh legs. Again, New Orleans just played last night. Oklahoma City hasn't played its last 2 days. Thunder on a 3-game winning streak, whereas the Pelicans have lost 4 of their last 5, so they had lost 4 straight previous to their game against San Antonio. So I like the Oklahoma City Thunder just to come out and win the first half of this basketball game. So it's minus 120 for the first half. I'm just going to bet a flat unit. I'm not going to pay the juice on this because I'm just not 100% sure. But I like Oklahoma City to come out, be a little bit fresher. They are at home. They haven't played in a couple of days, whereas the Thunder are coming off a game, the Pelicans are coming off a game last night, and they will be without their 2 best players. So minus 120 for 1 unit, Oklahoma City Thunder to win the first half of tonight's game. And our last bet, we're going to move to the National Hockey League in a quick little two-leg parlay. We're going to start with Boston at New Jersey. This should be a great hockey game. Boston is 26-4. New Jersey is 22-9. Jersey's 10-7 at home, while the Bruins have been great on the road at 8-4. Boston did play last night. It was a 3-2 win against Winnipeg. For a while there, we were betting the trend of betting against the team coming off a back-to-back, but it is the Boston Bruins, right? So New Jersey last played on Wednesday. It was a 4-2 win against Florida. I like New Jersey to win this game. New Jersey is, let me see the odds on the money line. New Jersey is plus 100, so they're a flip. It's essentially a 50-50 game here, but I'm going to play it a little bit safe, put it into a parlay, and take the New Jersey Devils plus 1.5. So I think they probably win this game. I definitely don't think they lose this game by more than 1 goal if they do lose it. So I like the New Jersey Devils at plus 1.5 to catch Boston. They're at home. Boston's coming off, again, the second half of a back-to-back. And we're going to combine that with the Vancouver Canucks at the Edmonton Oilers. I like the Oilers on the money line. So their straight-up total is at minus 220. The Oilers are 18-14 on the season. Vancouver is an under 500 team. At home, the Oilers are above 500. They're at 9-8-1. Vancouver also played last night. It was a 6-5 shootout win against Seattle. So again, we're taking 2 teams that are both at home, both playing teams that are coming off back-to-backs. Edmonton also last played on Wednesday. That was a 6-3 win against Dallas. So again, we're going to take the New Jersey Devils plus 1.5. We're going to take the Edmonton Oilers on the money line, combine those, and that gives us a plus, what does that give us? Plus 101 2-leg parlay. So even money, we're going to bet 1 unit on that. So just to run down the card again, I like the Toronto Raptors and the Cleveland Cavaliers to go over 214.5. Paying 1.1 units there at minus 110, bet 365. New Orleans Pelicans, minus 120 for 1 unit in the first half to beat the New Orleans Pelicans. And then the last one, a 2-leg parlay in the NHL. New Jersey Devils plus 1.5. Edmonton Oilers on the money line for even money. Feel free to drop a comment if you're fading or following. A really great weekend of sports. I'm very excited to combine sports and Christmas, my 2 favorite things. Follow me on Twitter at Tyler Conium for more picks throughout the day. Let's talk some sports.